flying.
Oh, my spine is not feeling good today. The bike I was thinking of buying again, like next, was it's out in other countries, but it's not in Australia yet. It's still waiting about a month or so before it hits us. 2016 diavel XS model, or X-diavel S model, because that thing looks fucking beast. And given the fact that I used to own a V-twin, I miss the rumble of a V-twin. Even though it's an L-twin, it's not a V-twin. But it sounds similar. And Ducatis just have that fucking sound. Like, it's like a Harley Davidson. They have a unique sound. Well, Ducati has a unique sound as well. And they just sound fucking unreal. The only thing I think I'm going to have troubles with is, like, I don't believe they've created any aftermarket exhaust for it. And the exhaust on it is pretty unique. So I don't know if you could, if there's going to be something that keeps the same styling out by the time it hits Australia. But if not, I'm sure there's a way that the baffles and shit could be drilled out so it would sound a bit louder and better. Because what's the point of having a fucking V-twin if it sounds like a bloody Milo can? It sounds like a fucking two-stroke. Well, that. Or if you're a ringer, for those redhead ladies out there. Such an exciting road. So much happening. Yeah. But I'm off to the bank, deposit my money, then I gotta go get a coffee. Hopefully with a lady for company. Yeah. I wonder if people, like, fuck, I don't even need to bloody blip it. Going too slow for blipping. It's just making me jump forward. Wow. See, it's so fucking... Oh, I am in third gear, but there's just not a lot of power down low. I'm going to get it dyno tuned one day. I told the person who's dyno tuning it, who's really fucking good, like, he's really good with bikes. He even works on cars, like, it's fucking amazing. He just transferred things that he learned from bikes to cars, and it seems to work better than car tuning. Go figure. What the fuck was I saying? I can't even remember, I just had a mind blank. Oh yeah, I said to him, I'm not worried about top end power because holy shit, does this have a lot of power already? Like, it's 200 horsepower bike, for Christ's sake. Like at the flywheel, not at the wheel. But I just said I want as much torque and as much power as you can get at the bottom end. Like, all torque, baby. I just want all fucking torque. And he's like, yeah, that's easy. Just change the air fuel ratio, we'll be right. We'll turn it into a beast. I'm like, fuck yes, fuck yeah. And given that I've got 3 tunes, I'll do all the power in the full, and then I'll just do another map and tell him to do the most fuel efficient map for the low power, which would be good, because then I'll be able to get more kilometers out of my motorbike. Fuck you, fuck you. Nice mummy. Yummy mummy. Yummy mummy, yummy, yummy. There he is. My turn, bitch. I'm gonna stop where I have my coffee and then just walk to the bank. It's a little busier today. From memory. No, look at the little grandma. Alright, there's a lot of moms out today. So that was uneventful. Came into Muddy to do me banking and then have coffee with someone and then they wouldn't even answer their phone. God damn it, got stood up again. Motherfucker. Oh well, shit happens. I can only spend so much time in Muddy waiting for someone to wake up, or whatever it is, to answer their phone. Is it just me, or is it really freaking hard to meet people these days? Like, holy shit! Everyone's got like these super fucking high expectations. Like, I have high expectations these days just because there's been so many screwed up relationships. But I don't understand, like, you just can't talk to anyone nowadays, because I think like half the reason is people have become so disconnected in their life, like socializing wise, because of things like social networks like Twitter, Facebook, all the rest of it. People are so easy in spreading their lives around on a social network, but they can't seem to communicate. And like, I've been trying to meet new people and that. Now, I've always found it hard, even as a kid, to sort of come out of my shell and whatnot. But since I started doing work in hospitality and all that, it's a hell of a lot easier for me now, like to talk and do whatever and say hello to people. I'm not overly a social person. Like, if I meet someone for the first time, I'm quite reserved. But like, once you start talking to them, everything's all good. Like, things just flow most of the time anyway. So I don't know, we're in that day and age now where like society's going backwards, not forwards, because there's just so much fucking social media bullshit. And like, then you got the feminists fucking bull, like talking shit about the male race, and then you got the opposite and so on and so forth. Bloody man bashing people. Or you've got the equal rights people. It's like, we want the same rights as men. Well, that's fine and all, but I always say, if you, like, for some reason, the same people that say this, that say, oh, I want the same rights as men, the same women that say this are the ones that go, oh, but I want to be treated like a princess. Well, I'm sorry, it's either one or the other. Don't expect to be treated the same as a man and then be put up on a pedestal. It just doesn't work. It's either one or the other. You get treated like a lady or you get treated like a man. And there are some women out there, a few of which I know, like, personally, that have made that really work for them, and they're really attractive women. They look like the kind of women that are like girly girls, models and whatnot, but they know how to get down and dirty, which is a good thing. I like seeing that. I've met or talked to a lot of girls recently that are mechanics. They probably know more about cars than I do. I don't know much about cars, but I do my own maintenance on my vehicle, and you know, I've changed out swing arms and fucking fuck, my mind's just gone blank. Changed out all the suspension components in my car and whatnot, and do my regular services. But I wouldn't go so far as to say I know anywhere near as much as a mechanic, because they know all the tolerances, they know all the science behind cars, whereas I just know how to put like one thing here, one thing there, they go together, that creates a link to do something in the suspension. That's about as good as my knowledge gets. You watch, this one I'll be so much more cautious on. I was going out a bit there, but the bike started going out a bit faster than I was liking it to. And I know you're not supposed to cut cut off the throttle halfway through a corner. I didn't cut it all the way off. I sort of just backed it off till it was just sort of holding the throttle position. But even that made it a little bit harder to get around that corner, because it's like, tries to stand up on you. So I haven't actually done any riding courses, but I've done a lot of research and practiced my riding throughout the last couple of years. High speed stuff and whatnot, doing all the bum off techniques and, you know, proper body positioning on the bike. And I'm getting pretty good at it. Well, I think I am anyway, but I need to start doing track days, because then that way I can learn a hell of a lot more. When I have the instructors there, they'll be able to see the things that I'm doing and then be able to instruct me as to what I can do better. But track days cost in excess of $600 when you incorporate hiring it, like going to the track, like paying for the use of the track, paying for tyres, paying for fuel, paying for insurance, paying for to get down there, and then paying for accommodation if you want to stay there the night. There's fucking a lot of money involved, which I can't afford to do at the moment. I need to save my money, because my dog that has diabetes not going to do so well if I run out of money and can't afford her medicine. She's more important than me than anything. So this road isn't too bad. Henry Lawson Drive, it's pretty good, got a few nice corners in it, good windy, good long sweeping ones later on down, which you can get pretty low on, which is awesome. See, I don't mind my current setup with my camera too. It's not too bad. Gives a good view and whatnot. I'm hoping it hasn't moved or anything. It sticks out a little too far. I keep like smacking myself in the shoulder and whatnot with it. So I need to fucking find a different way to mount this camera. This is the corner, like, that I came out on doing 120, and then there was a highway patrol officer. And I was like, oh shit, slow down. Well, I actually let the bike gradually slow down, and he didn't worry. I'm assuming he was either didn't want to pull anyone over, because he was just sort of like, yeah, whatever. Too busy going somewhere. Ooh, another cyclist. At least he's on the right side of the road, like on the edge, so I'll commend him for that. Those are the cyclists I like, the ones that actually follow their guidelines. Yeah, he was either too busy going somewhere around here, I don't know what he was doing, or he was just couldn't be fucked pulling me over, or he was a rider himself and he knows how to corner a motorbike to the point. Like, exiting speeds are obviously going to be higher than your entry speeds, especially if you're cornering hard. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Anyone that doesn't understand that, well, you go in at a slower speed, obviously, get on the gas as soon as possible, because then that makes your rear tyre grip the road better, due to the fact that the chain tightens up and pulls the rear wheel down, brings your shock absorber back into its prime use area, which is in the centre somewhere, about an inch either way of the resting point, and yeah, your bike performs through the corner better. And when you power down as well, it also helps pull the bike around. So if you're going in a corner and it's finding it real hard to fucking pull it around the corner, just give it a little bit of gas, not too much, because you don't want to fucking throw your ass end out, especially when you're that far over. You got to remember too, you've got a small contact patch with the road when you lean over, much smaller than if you were riding straight like I am now. Like, look at this shit. Why can't our fucking government, or not our government, our council, fix these fucking roads properly? I'm driving along, and I bet any money I'll go over this footage. I don't really notice it too much. Like, I can notice it now because I'm hitting a few bumps. But I watched the last video, like, as I was editing it, and it was just, all I was doing was just, and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, I sound like someone freaking tapped me in the chest the whole freaking video. You got, yeah, you get the point. But anyway, yeah. But for those of you that are new to riding, or want to learn more about riding, and want to learn more about the dynamics of your bikes and how they handle, and get to understand motorbikes more, I suggest watching Twist of the Wrist. You can find it on YouTube, I think. But I think it's difficult to find a proper version on YouTube. But I believe both 1 and 2 Twist of the Wrist is on YouTube. Look them up. If not, you can purchase them, because I believe they're on sale on DVD somewhere. I'll have to find them for myself. I've got number 2 somewhere. But they teach you everything to do with your suspension setup, for how you ride, for your weight, how the bike handles through corners, why you counter steer, and here's a real nice bumpy part. Yeah. Because, you know, they just love patching up the fucking road instead of fixing the damn thing. Anyway, and it's just a general all-rounder. Teaches you about getting your knee down and all that sort of crap. I haven't got my knee down yet, no sure as shit. Not getting, whoa. I should probably watch where I'm going. But I'm not getting my knee down with these pants, because they're only dragon jeans, and that would hurt. I've gotten my knee down with them once, and that was when I stacked it. So I've got this permanent scar on my left knee, because the problem with dragon jeans, or this model, is that the Kevlar doesn't run all the way down the leg. It only runs down to the knee. And given that I'm riding a Super Sport and a Ninja, because, you know, Ninjas cramp you up a fair bit, the Kevlar rode all the way up, so when I hit the ground, I had no protection on my knee, except for a little bit of denim, and that didn't do shit. Hitchhiker? Somebody. Who cares? I had to laugh one time when I had my fire Stung, because I had a really loud exhaust on it, and given it's a V-twin, it sounded beast. Didn't go very fast, but it still sounded awesome. It pulled up on the side of a road, realised there was like 30 cows just laying next to me. Well, not laying, they were out in the paddock, and then whilst I was sitting there doing whatever it was I was doing, they all sort of got curious and was like, what's this little contraption and the thing on top of it? So they're all sitting there looking at me. I turn my head and I'm like, what the fuck? Just all these cows just staring at me. They wouldn't take their eyes off me, just sitting there looking at me. Just trying to wonder what it is I was and what I was doing. So right before I took off, I just stared at them, and I wish I had a camera for this, and then just went ram with me bike, and they fucking shit themselves and piss bolted into the paddock. Oh, it was awesome. Funniest moment of that day. So this coming Saturday, yeah, I've been contemplating whether or not to do a Victory Day ride at Bryson's Motorcycles in Newcastle, but then I thought, fuck, that's like a 5-hour ride. I don't feel like waking up early enough to ride 5 hours to Newcastle, unless I can call my mate up and stay at his house. But he never seems to answer his mobile, which gives me the shits, because I'm like, let's go do stuff, and then he never answers. And no, it's not because he doesn't like me, because we hang out, if I can get my fucking word straight, all the time. When he's back here, because his mum lives here. Mummy! Mum, mummy! Good old Stewie Griffin. You know, it's awesome. You can hit these things at about 160, 170 on a motorbike. On a car, you'd be lucky to go through them, well, with my car, because it's lowered. I can go through it 120 without scraping. Any higher than that, and I'll end up losing something underneath the car. I don't think that'll be such a good thing. Love my music. I should be an instrument. I'm a better instrument than I am a singer. I think I need to move to a more populated area, because this ride is so boring when I'm relatively doing the speed limit. Yeah. Let's just hope Mummy and Daddy don't look at this channel. because they might be all like confiscating my bike. I don't think so. No one's touching my bike. I'll bloody kill them. No, not my parents. I'm not killing my parents. Don't worry. This isn't going to be the next Chainsaw Massacre. Just calm the fuck down. But anything to do with my bike or my car, people try to take it or damage it, you better run. You better run hard and fast. Almost home to my lovable Gorgong town, the biggest hole above ground. See, look, biggest hole above ground. It's like concaved out. That's actually Flotation Hill, where everybody likes to fuck. True story. The only thing I don't like about this side mount bullshit, I'm thinking I'm going to use the current camera I've got now. No hands, bitch. Use the current camera I've got in my helmet now to mount on the bike so I can have a secondary view whilst I ride. And get like a GoPro or... what the fuck just hit me in the throat? Some little bug piece of shit. Anyway, I have a secondary one for like a GoPro to stick on the front of my helmet, because I've been watching a lot of Do It With Dan, and I think it's Tank Girl, that New Zealander chick. She sounds pretty cute either way. But yeah, it's kind of like I like the personal perspective type view. It's quite a nice view. And then I won't have to sort of bring my arm over here to sort of, you know, do my hand gestures and shit. Rather than, you know, I'm doing hand gestures over here and you can't see them. It quite annoys me. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask everyone whilst I'm parking up. Tell me what you think about the Ducati Diavel S Ducati. What do you think about the styling? Go Google search it and you'll find a shitload of pictures, and then you can tell me in the comments as to what you think. I think they look fucking awesome. The reason why I'm choosing that as my possible next bike is the fact that I wanted a cruiser, something that I can chuck a bunch of bags on and just travel Australia. For anyone that's interested in travelling Australia with me on a motorbike, that'll be cool. You can just get in contact with me somehow. I wanted a cruiser, but I didn't want something that couldn't corner, which is pretty much every fucking cruiser on the market. And Ducati answered my prayers and basically got that and a cruiser, and just went fucking made them had sex and stuff, and created the Diavel S model, which is pretty fucking sick. And it's got cruise control, and I'm assuming, oh fuck, I'm not gonna make that. I'm assuming it's got heated grips, because I know one of the Ducatis does. I just don't know which one. Where the fuck's my car? I can't see. There we go. Yeah. Fuck, it's hot on this thing when you're just stationary and bringing up all that heat from that exhaust fan. Or radiator fan, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I'm thinking that'll be a pretty fucking awesome bike, because you look at the stats of that thing. The original Diavel's torque curve started at peak torque started at 9,000 RPM. They've upped the displacement of the engine, which lowered the you fucking... Okay, that thing that hit me in the throat is just bit me on the chest. Whatever it was. I dare say it was a bee. Ow. Motherfucker. And more bees. Yep, it was a bee. Fuck, that hurt. And the thing is, we have beehives here. And when bees sting you, they release a pheromone that tells the other bee to sting you. So if I just get attacked by bees, then you know why. Anyway, I'm gonna get inside before I get stung to death, because that fucking hurt. Yeah.